And it's going to be one of these two. Already first map being picked up by Outsiders in a really nice fashion. It was Falcons map pick, so they're in trouble.
Yeah, they certainly are. And I mean, that's kind of, I heard Yanko outline it pretty well, is you can't just like magically make a team shoot better. And as we kind of mentioned as well in terms of the clash of styles, you can't just magically make a team change how they play like overnight with one single conversation. It's something you got to drill. It's something you got to practice. It's a philosophy you got to buy into. And I don't know if Falcons are necessarily going to have it heading into this map. Pistol round is live. CT side defensive start for Falcons. At least they have that going for them.
Oh, pushing up. That's a nice little jump. All right, MBK to take down Flit, finding him all the way out of the A apartments. That's pretty cool. And now they can kind of stick in their positions a little bit if they want to here. They're coming off the boost. Dangerous to peek out right now. Yeah, that position from Python just taking all the attention, and it lands that last bullet on the kicker. What a beautiful start here for Falcons. Norbert's trying to fight back, but it should be too late. 2 versus 4.
It should be, but you never... Oh, that's a good shot. Okay. Well, maybe you can magically make them shoot better.
There we go.
Yeah, this pistol round seems to have some very nice headshots coming in for the Falcon side of things. Give Haji the kill. Get that team ace. Get the blood flowing. Masuta is going to take 2. And pistol round goes to Falcons.
Yeah, magic, something that most coaches have never really thought about using. Which is a shame. Overlooked, you know.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's what went wrong in my career.
I was going to say, you should have given that a shot.
Should have had like some voodoo dolls.
Maybe an exorcism or two. Something like that.
Definitely could have used that.
Round number 2 is coming up. No bomb plant, so yeah, stuck with the Glocks. Maybe a Deagle, P250 here and there. But that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. And we've seen them previously. Ooh, that's a deep smoke. Deep smoke to kind of show some aggression, but I think Outsiders would love some aggression. At this point, indeed, they will. Norbert finds an easy one, and I don't think NBK can see him around the smoke. Now he can, but very few shots land, and now the M4 is recovered. Good opening kill. This gets spicy.
Yeah, that's definitely slightly uncomfortable. They're pushing in, though. Flit's going to go and check it. The Fame is there for the crossfire. And now they're going to be careful. Hachi, if he would have been one deek there, he's going to go down anyway.
Oh, no. It was the aggression as always. Oh, no. They're not getting anything. Unarmored pistols, a P250 and a Deagle. And they have lost round number 2. This is a round that you absolutely, obviously cannot lose if you want to cause an upset.
I figured out why they're called Falcons, Jason. It's like, you know, those birds that fly into the windows of buildings, just doing it. That's what this is. Why is it happening over and over again?
Oh, dear.
That's super rough way to get started on the second map. Obviously, Outsiders are going to be smiling at the sight of all of that.
Is that guy in Twitch chat asking why CTs are pushing again?
I don't know. I think he's given up already. He's like, you know what? I don't understand this game. Why are they like this?
Well, Masuta at least is going to attempt to save the FAMAS. All things considered, he should have a pretty decent shot at it. Norbert's sticking around the bomb. He's the one who provided the opening kill. Masuta, they line up. That's a nice triple. That's a really nice triple.
Yeah, you'll take it.
FAMAS in hand, yeah.
Watching out for the M4. All right, so they don't quite lose everything, but still, yeah, some casualties there on the Outsiders team for a minute. Third round is coming up, and obviously, I don't know, Falcons, I guess theoretically saving the FAMAS, they could just force up behind it. It's not going to be a super amazing force, but it might be worth it.
I think you just kind of have to, for your own mental fortitude, go for it in this third round. Two FAMAS that are saved, 5-7s. Very strong buy. That's what a turnaround for Outsiders.
Nades. I like that. Nade stack.
That's all they've got, though. That was their gambit.
Yeah, unfortunately, hard to follow that up. Would have been cool with the double kill. Obviously, Masuta, right position here, but so many people on the other side. If he would have stepped out into the fight maybe well, not even less than half a second before, it's possible he would have had the angle, but there's no way to know that. And it's going to be a clean opening into the A-bomb site.
Yeah, and they know it's clear, obviously, after those first 2 kills as well, because they heard the triple nades thrown down B. They knew exactly where the rotation was going to come in. That was a nice kill from Fame, and obviously, now they just get a chill. They don't have to hunt for these weapons. You can really, for the most part, just let them have it. So 2-1 for Outsiders after losing the pistol.
And holding on to whatever they can here Obviously, next round is not going to be much better. They did use all of the cash buying into this round because of the one from us there. They wanted to see if they could maybe steal it back, but now that they're not able to, you have to assume that the next round is going to be somewhat similar to this one. So it is shaping up to be a pretty decent start now for Outsiders on their T side. And again, the map that they picked. So probably real hard to bring them down on this one, you have to assume.
Yeah, definitely. And I think this is where, I'm curious to see the aggressive. We already saw the aggressive style punished in round number 2, right? Against Outsiders' slower style, especially now that the guns are out, I think it's going to be even more punishing. So it might be a map that Falcons want to, really try and rein it in.
This reminds me a little bit of some of those like early MMA fights. We have, you have sort of those wrestling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu people fighting people who only knew boxing or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And just someone always asked him, what if it goes to the ground? What if he takes you down? And you could just tell these people like, I don't have a game plan for that. Which inevitably is exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, which always ended up being the problem.
Yeah.
The early UFC stuff was crazy. I remember renting those videos at Blockbuster.
Oh, back when there were very few rules.
Yeah, aging myself very much. But we used to watch those
Blockbuster.
When I was a wrestler. We would rent them for like get hyped up for the wrestling meet.
Yeah, you did wrestling. That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, those were wild days. Probably good that it got rained on a little bit before.
Yeah, it needed it. It really did.
Things got out of control.
There was some brutal stuff back in the good old days.
Nice stack. I like this. It's always fun. You could do them pretty much any way you want, but why not pick here?
I think Kickert's going to like this stack as well, especially if he gets a flashbang, although he doesn't have a teammate with him. Here we go.
I was thinking about it. They all are. Oh, that's awkward. He gets the one, gives up the AK, but they're going to win the round. Obviously, they realize, yep, that's it.
Cool. Save the AK as well on Naka. You can send Python and Masuta to their death, though Python might want to save the armor. And they're all just going to back away to the B bomb site. So Plant coming in, and it's going to be 3-1. 2-round lead for Outsiders.
That's it. Not much else to say. We'll have to wait for the next round before Falcons can sum it up again. See how they deal with it. Again, I feel like the trick, the way that most people now try to beat Outsiders, in my opinion, is to try and keep the grenades and everything else alive for as long as you can. Preferably sub 30 seconds. You want to have like at least one smoke and one Molotov or something like that left somewhere on the map. Yeah. And if you, but obviously, we have seen Outsiders throughout this RMR already switch the pace up a little bit. So if you do it too much, if you don't apply if you throw none of your nades in the first minute, then obviously eventually they will rush you down, and then you're going to be in trouble.
They have the fast tactics in their wheelhouse now, which is really cool to see. And obviously, to the other side of that coin also is, because I mean, I would agree that's a strategy you kind of have to have on your defensive side when you play up against them. That's kind of a hard strategy to pull off again with kind of a younger and experienced team at this level. To be able to kind of have that sort of discipline for Falcons.
Yeah. Without doubt.
Keeping my eye over on this Complexity Imperial game as well.
Oh yeah, this happened at the same time. What a crazy.
Yeah, that's CSGO D stream for all of you at home.
Yeah, really that's such an important game for a bunch of different reasons, obviously.
Yeah, Fallen and Fur, imagine them not making it to the Rio Major. That would be devastating, I think, for them.
Almost criminal, it does. But on the other side, you got someone like Floppy, who is obviously, a bit of a superstar in his own right. Like, this could be a career-making moment for him. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, either way, that's a hard one to figure favorite in.
Suta swung into a pair of Molotovs and takes a lot of damage. That nade doesn't quite make it in towards the tree as they would have liked.
That's so unfortunate. That would have been a nice bit of return damage at the very least. They do have the 3-man setup still at the top of B. And they've used all of their nades before the minute mark. One flashbang left, Jason. They're doing what feels like the opposite of what we were asking.
This round I'm going to give them a pass because I don't think they have the money to really have the full set of nades on everyone, right? You didn't have all the Molotovs that could have been in place of a smoke early on. You didn't have all the nades that you could have used to bomb down deep. And I think Outsiders have a real feeling that there's a stack at the top of Banana with 3 players because they're headed towards the weaker side of the map.
This flank, is it going to work? It could if they're really swift with it. They almost catch it. Kick it. Going down. Nice slow down from Makro, but they're going to find MBK in the pit. And now that flank is coming in, but it's being heard already. James heard the footsteps in the last possible second. Masuta wanted to be the hero. Oh, if those guys in pit could have lived a little while longer, then Misuta's flank is suddenly incredibly well timed, and it probably just works out. Python going to be the sneak and a kill, but he's going to get caught by Flit, no doubt. And Haji could never really make it into the action anyway. 4-1 in favor of Outsiders. Powering through the early part of this half.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. If they could have held on a little bit longer at the A bomb site, or obviously when they go down, if you're on that fast flank, you gotta start walking at a certain point if you're Misuta. But he's still trying to get in and wrap around and save the day. Unfortunately, just misses the timing. It's nice and easy for Outsiders. A good read that there was a triple stack at top banana. They've had a couple of good reads, you know, even going back to Dust 2, where they were able to kind of circumvent a stack.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's also because they're so careful, because they're so cautious in some of these moments that they are more prone to figuring those kind of things out. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to have a three-man stack at top banana, it kind of almost makes sense to say, okay, well then if they're not attacking us, let's try and see if we can wrap around and go really aggressive. It's not a bad idea. Just missed the timing by actually not that much, so was a chance. Back to the AWP and the FAMAS on the side of Falcons. That's what they have. He straight up bought this glass cannon AWP marker. It wasn't saved or anything. So that's certainly a choice.
It's bold. Bold decision. See if it pans out for him. It's at the A-bomb site for the moment. Banana is being challenged and taken over by Outsiders. Good first kill from NBK. Flit gets aggressive a little bit early again. Ooh, they're gonna walk right into it, but he's blind. What a flashbang. But Kicker responds with 2, and they know the flasher is still here. They know there's at least one more in the site.
But just a deagle. And a trench coat, perhaps?
Yeah.
I don't know, you called him the flasher.
I know, when I said it, I felt like that was the place to take it.
NBK and Maka.
You know where the wild goose goes?
Not bad, not bad. All right, bomb has been planted, and understandably, they don't really want to try and retake this. You have to remember, Maka has no armor. They have one smoke. They don't have a diffuse kit or anything. I mean, retaking this is just not going to be possible. That's such a shame. The flashbang out top banana. I really like that. The sort of odd timing, slightly late retake of top banana like that when you know the T's are there. It's a really cool strategy, and the flashbang was really good. They just couldn't quite do it. But I think as a concept, that's a fine round for Falcons. They just... Yeah, if they would have got Kicker as well, that's probably GG. They'd win that round.
And Kicker was having a really strong Dust 2 as well. He's putting together a good series here to ensure that Outsiders are going to make it into, well, you know, odds favorites who make it into the Rio Major out of this series. I have an update for you on the America's game if you're not interested in it. Or if you are, I'll give you a couple seconds to mute the volume. 3, 2, 1. Imperial wins the first map, Inferno.
Oh, okay.
16-12, I believe.
All right, Brazil, excited right now.
Yeah, Brazil having a field day, having a party.
I'm sure they want to see Fallen and the rest of them down there. 5-1 in favor of Outsiders in this particular one. And obviously some of the seeding games, I don't know if they're done yet, but they were also going on throughout the day.
Yeah, let me check on that one. Heroic OG was on the other stream. They're still playing in map number 2. It is very narrow. It's 15-14 on map number 2. Heroic's up a map to nothing in that series, so check that one out. Pull that one up quick.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have like a good overview of what those seeding games mean just yet. I feel like I need to see like the entire bracket and everything else before I really understand. Right. But if all you know, those seeding games could be really critical for how those opening fights go. So I guess we'll see. Round number 7 is here.
Well, that flashbang did nothing. Misuta was switching away. He gets back, and obviously without Kicker checking hard to the right. That's a nice opening kill. Smoke to block off Maka's AWP. He wraps around into the bomb site. Haji shifts over to the A site, so a little bit more of a standard defense. Falcons have started with 3 players in Banana each and every round so far.
Yeah, they have. And that even actually makes a lot of sense when you're playing Outsiders, because the chances that they rush A are just so much more slim than any other team in the world. So maybe you just say, okay, fine, we can get away with it. Maka's gonna be, oh, is this dangerous? Missing the shot now, jiggling to try and get away, but he's getting caught. Flit with a double opening coming through the apps. And Python and Misuta far away. 2 versus 3. Norbert reads it. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He was low on health, and he's gonna get caught. So right back into a 2-on-2. There is a Molotov on James still. Could be a really interesting tool to have. See how quickly he uses it. Oh, he's going to use it real quick. But Masuta over by the library.
Such a strong setup, though. Jam gets a deep angle towards oh, God. Nice shot from Masuta and a nice shot from Python. I'd take it all back. It was a nice setup.
Yeah.
But you can't stop headshots.
No, got broken right open. That's great. Good stuff. Could have been a very, very tricky retake with without some of those openings. So 5-2, the scoreline. And Falcons, they need it so badly. They need to win this round, and they need to win the next one, and they need to keep going for a long time here.
Yeah, they need to get some money behind all this. They need to get something. This is a great play from Flit. Obviously, the first headshot is spectacular, but then he also knows, he's hearing the communication that they have the Opera. They have Maka blocked in underneath the porch. He knows he's got an easy kill. He's got the best angle to take that weapon down, so really well done. That's another fast flank, though, down Banana. That's twice now it's happened that Outsiders is going to have to catch on to. Those B defenders are more than happy to push Banana aggressively when they feel like the pressure's not in their direction.
Ouch.
Haji takes a lot of damage pulling that off. Uh-oh.
Surely gonna get hurt as well, but it doesn't seem like anyone's watching for it. That's crazy. He's made his way all the way into T-Apps right now. I can't believe they didn't either hear or see that. I felt like they must have been looking, but maybe not. Haji on a mission to try and close out this round, but when he turns the corner looking to second mid, he's not going to see anyone.
Oh, this is a round that actually Outsiders is picking up the pace.
Yeah, they are moving quick.
At least find the lurker, but once he gets this kill, that's going to be the signal to Outsiders to just move onto the A bomb site to go quick.
Yeah, waiting for Kicker. Want to see if there's another player there. Hasn't found anyone. There's the execute, and yeah, they should follow it up now. They're going to go MBK. Staying alive right now. Every second counts. They're going to double swing, and he takes them both down. Massive play from NBK. Triple at the end, catching Flit mid-air, and Norbert on his own now. That is so well done. Great flank, but NBK on that triple. If he gets traded and it's just a 1-for-1, then it's the minimum, it's a bomb plant and an after plant that's coming in.
Yeah, I think Outsiders is thinking, man, we were really missing just one single flashbang. We had the Molotov to force him out into the open, but if we're layering a flashbang on top of the Molotov, like he's out in the open, he's got to watch the choke point so he can take fights when they come, but not a single piece of utility in his face. Third round for Falcons, and we're going to get a timeout. This is from Outsiders to talk things over. So not messing around whatsoever. Just an update for the B stream if you didn't have it open. OG did tie the series up at 1-1. That's going to go to a third map.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, they're fighting for it out there.
That would be a cool story as well. Obviously fighting for either a legend spot or a challenger spot for an organization like OG that has struggled to make the majors ever since they kind of entered the Counter-Strike ecosystem. They make legends here in the first major they qualify for. I think that would be just an extra little bit of jubilation.
Yeah, for Nexer as well. I'm assuming, for, you know, in terms of the story with G2 and everything else.
I imagine he's having a very good week.
Probably is. 5-3 at the moment. Timeout called by Outsiders to just talk things over, just to make sure they're not losing grip of this one. They are kind of running a bit wild, Falcons, with it here. Good entry from Kicker, though. There's still 3 people, or there were 3 people here at the top banana once again. One of them dead already. Counter Molotov coming up. Masuta wants to go aggressive. A lot of people waiting out there. And he's going to get naded. His teammates being forced away here. And a 5 versus 3 now that MBK has gone down. Yeah, what an aggressive opening, though. 2 kills come out lightning fast. This time they push forward towards the banana stack. They knew there's been a massive amount of bodies and Fame just lying in wait. This is the hard one. Good kill from Masuta. Good swing. An Outsider's going to pick up the pace, and Haji, all your positions given up. You're going to smoke yourself off, but that's going to give them freedom to actually move into the bomb site. They're fine with that. Norbert finds it. Good flash into the sky, and just the AWP remaining, but not for long, it feels. Oh, surely not. Good nade right here would maybe get rid of him. Masuta's managed to make his way up the middle. I think they're just going to choose to save with a low HP. There's only 1 kid on Masuta and only a smoke, not even any flashbangs to activate and initiate any retake. So they're going to back off. They've got money to drop weapons over, money to rebuy some rifles. It'll be a full buy again for Falcons in the next round, but unfortunate they couldn't string more than just the 2 together. In my mind, I feel like Fame should have won that fight against Masuta instantly, because Masuta was making a lot of noise coming down there. I get the aggression, but he's kind of running the whole way. There's that like factor of like if he's running straight and making noise, it's easy. But if the noise is kind of him going side to side and stutter stepping, you don't exactly know like when he's quite going to pop into your crosshair, and that's a pretty fast swing. That chicken's dead. Yeah. They don't make Kevlar for chickens, do they? I don't know if Kevlar stops bombs. I could be wrong. Do you wear enough of it? Sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
What was that movie, The Hurt Locker? That one's good. You should watch that. If you
I
haven't
don't think I've seen that.
I think you'd enjoy that one.
All right.
Put that on the list.
I'll put it on the list. 6-3. After the timeout, Outsiders pick it up again. They kind of knocked them out top banana. Good look for them right now. If they win this next one, then money is going to be in a real tough position for the Falcons once again.
There's a bit of a change, though. 3 defenders at the A-bomb site to start. Nice nade onto Fame. Utility around the corner. That's too much damage that he's tanked. I don't think he had the courage to turn it. So good initial defense on Banana for Falcons. Now it's dealing with Flit up in halls.
Yeah, aggressive setup right here. Gotta be real careful. If you lose one player in this kind of advanced setup on the CT side, you could lose them both before they even get back. Kick it, flashed around, similar setup, a little bit later than the last round, but the exact same flashbang setup.
Everything he did work. The Molotov to force the support player back, firing over at the boards to pull the defender out into the open, and then the flashbang that comes along with it. That's a really nice entry.
Oh, Marker, this is so... He's walking out apps. Oh, look at Python, though! Picking up 3 kills, just straight aim fights, and he takes every single one. I feel like those are the... Oh, hold on, hold on! Nice! Oh, he can't get the second stab in! He didn't even realize! What is this Counter-Strike that we're seeing?
That's insane. Maka had to have just crapped his pants.
This is kind of what Falcons were doing to the game that we all loved yesterday.
Yeah, it just gets weird. Fights are just taking at odd moments. The aggression causes like battles that you don't normally see.
I feel like as well. I feel like those kind of rounds, the kind of round that we just saw to Python, and Misutra's had a couple of rounds like this too.
NBK had the triple kill in pit also.
Yeah, those are the kind of rounds that probably inspire Falcons to say, "That's why we do it." You know, okay.
He looked at that chicken like a few seconds earlier, like he was going to do that. He was just like, you're done.
That's premeditated.
For sure. That's a court of law and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a shame that that pistol came out so fast.
It is. But also funny. 6-4.
2-round lead.
Hard to explain what just happened in that round once again. It's just a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Forward smoke on the CT side, and you can tell they're watching the edges. Also got to be careful that there's no nades coming through. It's become a really popular thing, throwing deep nades from the CT side down to that T-ramp. And again, a forward double position up here in the Palace, or if not Palace, A-apps.
Yeah, they're liking this one. That's a good thing to point out. They've had this stack a number of times, and obviously we've even seen them push all the way through. At least once. So Haji, straight on angle. There's going to be 3 players here, though. They're committed to it. Oh, that's what a shot. What a shot. Can they get the off? They can't trade it. Maka's going to go down in middle, though. Kickert's ready. And now they hit the bomb site very quickly. Round's over.
In any normal world, this is round over. I don't think you would normally try, like, if maybe look at the economy, you say they could slightly, they could maybe tank a loss here, but is it really worth it? Yeah,
and the other problem, too, is because that hit is so convincing and it's not actually an execute, there's another smoke on Norbert. There's a Molotov lined up, so they're going to do this boost. They're going to hope and pray they can get one. They have the opportunity against Fame.
Yeah, maybe. Smoke goes down again. Right on top of them. They have a little bit of a look. Yeah, the boost kind of working.
How you run. You didn't get the kill. Bail out. That's a valiant effort.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't mind it. If they would have had it, especially because if you get that kill, it's possible that someone else from the team is going to swing to try and defend their dying teammate, and then maybe you get 2. So I don't mind that they give it a shot. Doesn't work out, but fair play. 7-4 going to be the scoreline based on winning that fight up in the A apartments.
Yeah, really nice from Flit, even though you go down after the fact. Kickart's there to recover. And the Hall's play gets absolutely destroyed, dismantled. 3-round lead for Outsiders.
Good 3-round lead, but Falcons at least have some money they can play around with.
And we've seen some fight back, right? Which is really cool. A couple nice triple kills, as we mentioned. Python at B, NBK over in the pit. Masuda having some good rounds, but even here, the aggression is even having some success too from time to time.
Banana absolutely firebombed from both teams. Smoke is up and Kicker is right there. What a good read. He knew that was coming. I think maybe even before Python did. That was such a nice read.
Yeah, he knew it was coming the whole time. NBK to challenge up at brackets initially. He's going to start backing off the angle, not comfortable with the fight. He's got Haji and Pit, so he can retreat whenever he feels like it, although he's pretty darn committed. Molotov forces him out.
Yeah, doesn't want to try and do that. You are at least get somebody to flash you in, but the flash goes so deep, it gets tanked by the frame of the door, and as a result, NBK is dead. They're trying to boost on over here. Waiting for the smoke, maybe. Marker standing in the back. They nearly line up for a double, and either way, it's still a 2-1-4. So Marker and Haji would have to come up with some kind of a miracle to get even close to it. And look at Outsiders. They're so comfortable. They're saying, yeah, that's fine. We've got someone down in the pit, but in the meantime, we're just going to go plant the bomb over at B. Why not?
And they're actually keeping the op here as well. Now they have confirmation, but I mean, in their heads, they're just like, okay, we know the op's here. We heard it shoot, and then we know Haji is an A player. So we're going to book out. You guys have fun.
This feels like the kind of round that is where, if they go attack the A-bomb side, I would say there's probably still like a 90% chance they win that round. It's a 2-on-4, you know? But doing this takes it from 90 to 99, basically. It's so hard to imagine a world in which Falcons are. So playing for that little difference between 90 and 99 is still worth it, you know?
The op duel. It's like a jousting match. Both of them really positioned to come right into it. James hoping for the peak. That was a team flash. Oh, he loses it though. Fair play. Nice shot, Maka. That's some speed.
Oh, but they're hunting him down. They have money on that T side. They do not want to give him that AWP to play with, and they won't. Kicker getting the second kill. And an 8-4 scoreline in favor of Outsiders. They are rapidly taking steps towards qualifying for this major.
Yeah, I think at this point they sense weakness. They sense blood in the water. They sense that they have the momentum and all the advantages, and they know how to counter and play everything. So now it's really kind of like, you know, maybe the first, you know, section of this half was seeing what they're going to have, what they're going to play with, and now this one is just like, let's destroy it.
You know, Jason.
Yeah.
If anyone ever did try to do jousting with AWPs, I imagine both players would die because the horses would just absolutely freak out. Could you imagine firing a rifle from the back of a horse? Like, they're not smart animals, are they?
You keep saying this. Horses are very smart animals. I know you hate them. I know you're scared of them. But you don't disparage the creatures because you're like this.
You think they're smart?
Yeah.
It's the smartest thing you've ever seen a horse do, Jason.
I think they have a...
Come on, right now. You're defending them.
Yeah. You know, I'm not...
Nothing's coming to mind.
No, I haven't spent a lot of time around horses. I'm just saying I know that they're, you know, emotionally intelligent animals.
All right, just playing devil's advocate, just defending them for no reason.
I bet you ever seen Hidalgo? I bet they could, like, find their way home and everything, can't they? They can do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's great, Jason. Home is outside. Of course they can. They live in the field.
It's all I got. There's horse people in chat. Someone help me out.
There's not. I guarantee it. Round number 13. Oh, that is one hell of an opening. If you're Haji, you're expecting to get the better of that one. Kicker, ready and waiting. And they are getting blown up in this round. Marker, the last one left here. And Kicker just happily jiggling away, even though, although sound, they come back. They absolutely read his brain. They didn't, they programmed his brain.
Yeah, no, they set everything up to lure him into that trap. That's absolutely perfect. And now they're just running up the scoreboard, and I think Falcons is pretty much out of money. They have obviously a full losing bonus. Yes, they do.
You know what's really annoying? There's a million people in chat saying horses are amazing.
Exactly.
About the, I'm getting wrecked.
I'm telling you, horses are awesome animals.
Try to kill me, Jason. I don't like it. I don't like them.
That's a funny story, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, I prefer pets I can pick up. Like that's the side. Like if it goes above that, it becomes too much, you know.
I mean, if you train it properly and you can ride it, I think that'd be cool. Like, wouldn't it be cool if like you were just chilling in your little Danish village out in the middle of nowhere, wherever it is you live, and instead of that tiny little car that you have, because you guys can't have cool cars.
Yeah, we can't.
You could just like ride a horse to the grocery store. That'd be sweet. Throw a cowboy hat on, some boots.
Yeah, but how would you get soda and stuff home? Like you'd be all messed up by the time you get home.
You can have like a saddle that you can. How do you mess up soda? It's in a can.
Yeah, but it's still gonna get like all shaken along the way, isn't it? It's got no stability.
That's a real first world problem that you're busting out here.
Yeah.
Okay, the alt push is spotted. Outsiders is ready for it. Back to soda cans getting shaken up.
I'm just saying that they're not as smooth as it's not smooth as a car ride, is it?
No, it's more fun though, and you look way cooler.
I'm to be honest, you might look cooler on a horse chase. I doubt if I will.
NVK is the last one left, 5-7 in hands.
Pale in the face, sweating, scared for his life.
Panicking.
Listen, I'm sure they're fine. I don't hate horses that much.
Next time we go to Dallas for IEM,
Yeah.
we'll get you on a horse. We'll get you to meet some horses. They're therapy animals too, I think. You have thick therapy horses.
Really?
Great for you.
Maybe that's what I need. A real coming together moment. I appreciate that. Well, MBK is getting hunted down because I guess just for sport at this point. There's not like he has a lot they can take away. So,
no, just for the lulls.
Yeah, it's a good reason to do almost anything. 10-4, and the 15th round is going to be coming up after this one. I don't know. There's nothing in this right now that I'm seeing, and it really wasn't much on the first map either that made me think that Falcons are going to be able to qualify over Outsiders. It just looks like it's almost, I hate to say it, but it really does look like it's a very one-sided match at this point.
I mean, look, Outsiders coming into this was considered to be one of the, top 10 team in the world, and a team that can contend with some of the best teams in the world. So, I mean, this felt to me coming into the match like just a huge mismatch in terms of the level these teams can reach. I think Outsiders is kind of showing that at the moment, and that's no disrespect to Falcons. It's been a great run, and it would have been a cool upset. It would have been a cool story, but this is always going to be a very difficult affair.
Yeah, when you realize that this is how the bracket's going to turn out if you're Falcons, you beat Heat yesterday. It's just two super tough games for both teams, obviously, and then you look at it and you say, "Ooh, we're facing Outsiders." Damn, that's really rough. That would have been rough for any team. Yeah, bracket. Any team would have said, "Man, that's probably not what we want." I guarantee you, Vitality or Faze or anyone else would not have wanted to face Outsiders in an elimination game either. Yeah, it's a very weird, and obviously the reputation too of just being a very difficult team to put away, even for the top 3, top 5 squads in the world. So much is just stacked against Falcons at the moment. Maka's rotated over after the opening kill towards top banana. Still a double hull setup with Haji and NBK playing shoulder to shoulder. Good kill with the AWP. It's good, real good. This should be a 5th round for Falcons. That's a nice smoke that they've held on to that deployed just now. And Python even has another one ready to go. Yeah, so they should be fairly safe. Kind of faking a full-on attack out here, but, I'm actually setting Kicker in to really sell it, even into the Molotov. He's super selling it. And look at the aggression coming out. Haji, yep, he spotted it, so they're going to go and find Flit. And that was kind of the plan here, was to send Jamon over, especially because Flit was so far in. So now it's just all completely chaos at this point. Jame, combat orbing, not realizing MBK was there. I don't know how he would have known anyway. No, the whole setup completely negated everything. It was a nice idea from Outsiders to allow Flit to try and punish someone rotating and trying to hustle over to the B bomb site, but the fact that they're all pushing through halls instead of shifting through the bomb site just negates everything. 10-5 is the half. Outsiders outclassing Falcons there. They're going to switch sides. We'll be right back, and we'll see if Falcons can take us to a 3rd map.
Hey Future Pros! In the depths of Inferno today with a util set to take top mid. You will need a smoke, molly, and a flash for this one. Throw the long smoke, get into the corner of the bench, and aim at the top of this white decal. Run forward and jump throw the smoke. Then pull out your molly and aim in the middle of this metal railing. As you jump throw, tap your move right key, as this will allow the molly to land deeper under the balcony. Finally, toss your flash against the wall to push anyone still close to shore back to the side, and then take some space. A nifty, simple utility set, and I'm sure you'll find some success with it.
Just poor map coverage coming through for OG. No one watching out from the top of connector. Should have no way of walking forward into that. Flames is doing his best to recover the round, but even a duel onto Teslas you thought was going to be won is not the case at all. What a bonus round this has turned out to be from Heroic. There's no room here for Degstar.
Gets the extra frag on Shush at least, but now you can see the hunt coming in from Teslas, because at this point he can afford to sacrifice it. Money is really good for Heroic at the moment. Nice if he can grab a second AK if possible. AWP, of course, would be the most ideal situation. And to be fair, if there's one player you want challenging that AWP, it would be Teslas at this low amount of HP. Sits in market ahead of the smoke, and Dexter will sit back at spawn and just wait out the round for Heroic to take 4.
Now we know that for Degstar's got over 80 maps on land, 7 RMRs, a lot of them being online, and of course the 2 majors at both Stockholm and Antwerp with Spirit. He remembers the run of what it was last time around, going all the way to top 4. Would love to be able to get back to that legend stage, help the path to the playoffs.
Now the path is defined here for Heroic. 4-0 start. I think as well that's almost as many rounds as what they got over on the C side that they had against Vitality. Currently playing to pace. Got the 11-4 on the CT side of things, and if they do have such a strong CT side on this map.
Here we are, we're back, and at this exact point in time, Outsiders are about 6 rounds away from qualifying to the Rio Major. No doubt that's going to be a big day for them if they do. Falcons, on the other hand, they have a really tough task ahead. They need to come back, win this map, then put it on the 3rd map and win that one to get to the Major. It's a lot further away right now, and they have looked not quite ready to take on Outsiders at the moment. I think that's a good way to say it.
Yeah, and yeah, they'll need more time, but I mean, this will probably be. I mean, look, I feel like playing against Outsiders is always a decent game to go back and learn some lessons. This is a team that could really outplay you in a variety of ways. So, yeah, you're learning today.
The hard way.
It's not going to make the sting any less.
No, definitely not. Second map here picked by Outsiders, and in the first half they kind of showed a lot why. 10 rounds on the T side. Now they're going to be playing the CT side. A wrap is in effect. MBK coming around the corner. He has to get this kill. Norbert's taken down 1, and now, yeah, the punishment is beginning. It's all 5 headshots, all 5 kills going the way of Outsiders.
I think even the Molotov was incorrectly placed.
Yeah,
thrown towards wrap side. I thought they would have surely heard like 4 players storming up brackets towards lane, but it still pans out at the end of the day. It was even late. NBK gets way past it, but man, all headshots. 5 headshots so quick. They were on right into the blender.
Yeah, I mean, credit in some sense, because Falcons, when you get that close to the A-bomb site, it probably is the case that if they got 1 kill going their way, at some, like, if one of the first 2 kills of the round is theirs, then
maybe there's a
different
chance.
round.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got absolutely laid out. So, 11-5, and round number 17. And a timeout being called.
Yeah, the final timeout for Falcons. They had to burn 3 timeouts in the first half just to see if they could kind of, just to see if they could get things going, get their defense to kind of settle down and put a few more rounds on the board. And obviously that was to no avail. So this is always a tough situation to be in if you're the in-game leader of NBK, trying to keep the troops in some level hopeful, and another level focused and believing that this can actually happen.
Yeah, it's really hard to sell that idea right now, isn't it? Without sounding a little bit ridiculous. But I mean,
look, guys, we're gonna take this Glock round. We're not gonna buy anything. We'll take this save. Next round, we're gonna get the AK-47s out. We're gonna run XYZ strat, and it's gonna work perfectly, just like we rehearsed it. We saw the weakness, and that's not gonna be.
It's hard to sell, but I think maybe the other thing you said is more likely to be something like, keep the focus. Just, you know, don't think about the end of this map. Just look at the next round all the time, and that's it. Norbert with a good little spray down. Triple for him. Haji in a 1 versus 5. In the words of Counter-Strike, legend Natsu, 1 round at a time. Back when he was still playing.
Back when he was still playing. Yeah, I think everyone has.
CS:GO.
I think everyone has to get that mantra installed into them, instilled into them at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, you have to, right? Because you know you're going to be playing games like these, and the best teams in the world, this is an ability they have, right, to come back from really dreadful scorelines. So can't be thinking about, oh, we need to win what, almost 11 rounds in a row. Like that's not gonna help you. Just win this next one.
Ooh, they're running right into a big stack. Fame is even hustling over here as well. They're going to have a 4th player in middle and 3... Oh, careful, though, the timing of this with the boost up. This is going to be so dangerous. 4 people here tucked in. Flashbang comes over, a little bit blind, but there's just way too many bodies to deal with. And again, Norbert's got a double. Good return from Maka. 2 on 3, but the Molotov is going to slow things down, slow the progression into the bomb site. So Maka rotates up into Halls, and here we go.
Sucks a little bit for was it Fame or James that was up on the canopy there? Either way, you know, his teammate could get away no problem, but he just kind of couldn't because he was a little bit deeper in there. So unfortunate, gets caught, but still makes it a 2 versus 3. They have a minute left. It's doable. I mean, this is the kind of round, if you're on the T side, you can definitely win. If you give a little bit of time for the CTs to lose track of where you are. Really deep smoke. He's gonna be. Oh wow, Norbert, good eyes. That's the bomb dropped as well.
Yeah.
And Maka is far away.
I'm not going to go so far as to say that smoke is designed, but obviously Python, seeing how deep it's going to be, it gets lured into stepping in front of it and actually going for a challenge. I don't even know if I can necessarily blame him. If you think you have any kind of advantage, any kind of a mistake perhaps by the defense that you can take advantage of. But certainly in a round that seemed unlikely, that's gonna seal it in the favor of the defense. So 13-5 will be the scoreline. Maka just going to save the AK-47. It'll be the only rifle they have in the next round with only a 3-round losing bonus.
Norbert is 20-6. I didn't even notice, but that's mental. He's had himself an insane game.
He's had a couple good multi-kills. I mean, there's 4 kills right now, obviously, but I think he got like, what, 2 in the pistol? I think he got like 2 or 3 in the previous round as well. He's had a couple very good rounds just in the second half alone.
Yeah. If that isn't a design grenade, it should be.
That jerk didn't even let him go for the ace.
No, he just went and hit somewhere. 13-5. Outsiders 3 rounds away. Things are shaping up and have been shaping up really nicely for Outsiders for a long time. It seems like it's just all gone one way.
Full investment from Falcons. They're just buying every single round from here on out. NBK's stuck on a P250, so he's got 1,400 left in the bank.
A little bit of an aggressive nade. Tiny bit of damage on the other side, not going to be a big issue. The issue is how to break through in this round. They have a very, very limited amount of nades. Enough for maybe sort of 1 full-on through, follow-through, execute. You're not going to be able to bait a lot out. You're not going to be able to do an execute and fall back somewhere. You just kind of have to go once the bell has been rung. MBK getting his bell rung.
Yeah, nice and easy for James. Norbert drops a preemptive smoke. Jumping out of holes, Norbert's going to come through. Okay, he's going to have to get huddled down. James with another kill, but Flit's gone down to the bomb site, so perhaps a little bit of hope, but Norbert's still alive in the pit is a nuisance, and the bomb is there as well.
Yeah, he played that so well, limiting his exposure a lot, staying inside of the smoke, and then flashing his way in to try and give himself a little bit of space. All works out really, really well. 2 versus 3. They're on the bomb site, but the bomb is in the pit, and they can't really get out again.
Yeah, they have no utility. And now if James gets his angle, yeah, they're just locked in. And Maka's just doing desperately trying to get over to fight the pit player. They probably know he's a little bit tagged up, probably know he's a little softened up. Haji making his play.
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, it's a really good idea. Gonna get close, take down Norbert. Still got 20 seconds left. Where is that? All right, there, it's on the other side. He's so paranoid about someone peeking him right now, and I can't really blame him either. Finally picked up the bomb, but now all the way up in the apartments behind him. Gonna be walking in his Fame. Library, oh, he's rushing right onto it. He's, again, completely sandwiched. He's got no shot at it. That was always gonna be the outcome.
Yeah, James just making steps, being like, keep looking here. Keep looking here. I got my buddy coming in halls. Just keep your eyes in this direction. Nice and easy.
14-5.
9-round lead.
Yeah, that is, for once the scoreline really does kind of tell you what kind of game this has been, and so in a way, there's no other way around it. Yeah, good timing. Good everything right now for the CT side. They get the bomb plant at least on Falcons, otherwise they would have been in a lot of trouble actually in this round. They needed that money.
Yeah, yeah, it would have been nice. At least the full losing bonus is there.
See, 3 people outside or in the B bomb site for outsiders. And a pretty aggressive stance towards middle as well over on the A bomb site. Flashing, or not even flashing through, just running through. Masuta there to catch it, but somehow Molotov will catch him at the end.
Ooh, Haji and Python. Haji's gonna start working his way down halls. 4 on 4, not the worst opening in the world.
Oh.
James, oh, that was almost a double. That was very close to being lined up, and he's gonna come back for more. Deep flashbang to give himself the angle, and Maka, if he wants to come back, he's gonna have to challenge into it. Not a bad job to bait out the shot, but can't complete any of the kill.
Edge of the smoke. I can't believe he could have seen that. And that's the bomb on the ground from Python. Haji, he'd love to follow it up, but there's 2 people here. He can't see anyone over the smoke. Fame walking close, and that's closer than Maka was aiming. He was looking at that archway corner and just wasn't ready for it. Haji's gonna get the kill on Orbit, but it is too late. 1 versus 3 here, still even after getting the kill. And the bomb is out there on the quad side of middle. He's in pit, that's fine. All right, does he see it? He sees maybe an elbow. Would love to take the shot, but he's got 2 other players to find. There it is, 1 tapping James away. That's actually beautiful. He's still gonna lose the round, but that's well done. Fame with a triple, 15-5 in favor of outsiders.
Yep, 10-round lead and 10 chances to close this out. 10 chances to qualify for Rio, which is obviously spectacular and seems extremely likely at this point.
Yeah, and also I think in the process reminding everyone of why they could be such a scary team. I'm sure that quite a few of the already qualified teams would love to see outsiders go instead of qualifying just because they can be so hard to play against. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the case, so start prepping now. Here we go. James looking down the middle. Oh, that's a good flashbang. Kick it is there to follow it up, and a nade. NBK has to surely back on out of there. Nate Grenade not going to chase him down. They're going to be pushing every single member of Falcons into Banana.
This is just a tough draw, I think, for Falcons, unfortunately. Losing to ENCE in the first map on the road to Rio. Losing to OG. Nice 2-1 victory over Heat, though.
Yeah.
Good kill from Kickert. Traded back. Oh, Flit is still here to shut it down.
So scary, and James is on the other side, and they're not even where now they are. But Kickert comes up for another one, makes it a double for himself. Haji, no shot here. 1 versus 3. Backup is coming from Banana as well. Norbert, who has got 22 kills in just 21 rounds. Real performance from him here on the final one. And Haji, he's flashed. He's now also set on fire. Oh, and he's going to be found by Flit. 16-5. And Outsiders will make it to Rio.
Yeah, that's a wonderful job from Outsiders. They just came in and handled business, right? Nothing crazy. Huge favorites, but there were no hiccups. They didn't even allow it to get close. Didn't allow it to ever feel like it was possible that Falcons would be able to upset them here in this qualifying match. So you got to be happy about that one. Job done. We'll see you at Brazil.
Yeah, that's really cool. Obviously, sometimes you see favorites and